Ladies and gentlemen, Commissioner Horan and the State of the County Address.
Good afternoon. I am honored to present the 2018 State of the County message to the residents of Seminole County, and as always, we are very grateful to the Chamber and to its sponsors for once again producing this incredible event. Well, we've come through a challenging year here in 2017. If 2017 proved anything, it's that this county is strong. And it's strong because its people work together at all levels. The people of this county make us proud. They have faith in themselves and they have faith in each other. Time and again in 2017, they demonstrated their uncommon decency, their courage, their resourcefulness, and even their love. 2017 certainly presented many challenges. It delivered the most severe wildfires we've seen in 20 years. It presented us with our worst hurricane in 14 years. We continued to battle the public health crises posed by Zika and the evil scourge of opioid addiction. Chaplain, I gotta tell you, at that particular point, I was referencing scripture to find out what might happen next. Locusts, famine, frogs falling out of the sky. But no, what was next is sent us over 300 Puerto Rican families, and as our school board will tell you, they came complete with 490 school children, and counting. But through it all, we continued to thrive. We didn't just survive, we continued to thrive because we work together. Whether it be in times of challenge or crisis, celebration or joy. In 2017, we worked together as a community because we know by working together that makes us stronger. Our cities in Seminole County make us stronger. Our 7 cities here in Seminole are wonderful places to live. They are continually listed at the top of every kind of survey about best places to live in the country. And they have great employees working for their governments. This year, their public safety and first responders work seamlessly together and with the county to meet all of the challenges of 2017. And Seminole's cities have great leadership. If you are a mayor or a city manager or council member or commissioner from one of our cities, please stand and be recognized. Thank you so much. You are great partners. Public health and safety remain at the forefront of our county's priorities. We are very fortunate to have an excellent partnership with the Florida Department of Health. Seminole County's public health officer is Donna Walsh. Donna, please tell us, Donna. Donna, please tell us what Seminole County Department of Health has been doing this year to make us stronger.
Seminole County ranked as the 4th healthiest county in health outcomes in the state of Florida in 2017. This designation would not have been possible without the amazing partnerships taking place in our county. Through collaborations, the health of Seminole County residents and visitors has improved in priority areas such as increasing access to care, addressing chronic diseases, access to mental health services, and reducing infant mortality. We collaborate closely with Seminole County Emergency Management, and last year joined them and other agencies at the Orlando Sanford International Airport to welcome evacuees from Puerto Rico relocating due to Hurricane Maria and provided information and resources. Our mobile health services program is an efficient way to provide services such as health screenings, education, and referrals to populations with limited access to care. A unique collaboration is the co-location of the Central Florida Feed the Need food pantry at the Health Department. Since September 2016, the food pantry has provided over 30,000 meals, helping to reduce food insecurities in our community. A recent partnership with the Seminole County Tax Collector's Office will provide the ability to issue certified copies of Florida birth certificates to eligible individuals at 4 tax collector locations. The Opioid and Heroin Overdose Prevention Task Force is a collaboration with the Seminole County Sheriff's Office and other community partners to create awareness of the ongoing opioid abuse and join efforts to reduce overdose cases in Seminole County. The new community paramedicine program led by the Health Council of East Central Florida in partnership with the Health Department and Seminole County government will benefit residents who can receive home visits for chronic care management and reduce unnecessary hospital visits. From collaborations with the Seminole County Public Schools Great Start program to help develop children's early literacy skills, to organizations providing assistance to the homeless, all complement core public health services and align with the county and state strategic and community health plans for improving population health.
Thank you, Donna. Our health department, our Department of Health, is one of our best kept secrets here in this county, 4th out of 67 in the state of Florida. Certainly our school system makes Seminole stronger. Seminole County Public Schools is an A-rated national school system with more than 67,000 students. It remains the #1 ranked STEM district in Florida and is one of the top districts statewide for calculus and physics enrollment. Seniors graduate at the highest rate of any of the 17 largest school districts in Florida. Last year, graduating seniors earned more than $59 million in scholarships, and this is amazing. Their SAT scores average 44 points higher than the state average, even though 91% of our students take the SAT as compared to 64% statewide and 48% nationally. That really is remarkable. Our school system is important to our economic growth and our quality of life. That is why this year we worked in cooperation with the school board to fortify local impact fee funding for our schools. Our school system has great leaders, and they're great to work with. Ladies and gentlemen, please, the school board members and Walt Griffin, please stand and be recognized. Right over here. Are we strong in higher education? Ask Ann McGee. Yes. She's right here. Dr. Ann, did you imagine 22 years ago that Seminole Community College would grow to 4 campuses and nearly 300,000 students? Or 300,000, sorry. 30,000 students. Or would add 200 new degree programs and offer bachelor's degree? Of course you did. You made it happen. For 22 years, Dr. McGee has told the story of Seminole State College to anyone who would listen, always mindful that as president, she is a steward of this community. Dr. McGee, your life's work has provided a lasting legacy of excellence. The sharing of your unique gifts and talents have made Seminole County stronger. Seminole State College has an excellent nursing program. 100% of its students pass the nursing licensing exams. Can't do better than that. The college is now 5th in the nation for the number of Jack Kent Cook Scholars and 16th in the nation out of 1,200 community colleges for the number of associate degree graduates. Dr. Ann, on behalf of the citizens of this county, we thank you and we wish you well in your retirement. Please. There's another person retiring this year who has made Seminole County stronger for decades. My wonderful colleague, Carlton Henley, has given almost 60 years of his life to public service, first in education and then as a county commissioner. Carlton is the perfect example of the servant leader, always mindful that we work for the people and always deferring credit to his colleagues. We just love and admire him beyond measure. Carlton, thank you so much, and may God bless you in your retirement. Carlton Henley. Yeah, that sounds like Carlton. Are we strong in economic development? Seminole County continues to experience strong job growth, low unemployment, and economic development in all sectors. Economic growth is vital to our strength and essential to being able to offer essential government services at the lowest possible cost. Our outstanding property appraiser, David Johnson, has confirmed that our ad valorem tax base in 2017 increased for the 5th consecutive year, averaging 6% growth over the past 4 years. And this continues to allow Seminole County to offer the lowest ad valorem millage rate of any county in the region. And our tax collector, Joel Greenberg, confirmed to us last year that this has resulted in a significant increase in revenue. Efficiencies in managing growth in our water and sewer enterprise allowed the county to implement a 50% reduction in scheduled water utility rate increases last year. The lesser increase was adopted without compromising the county's excellent rating or the county's service level as the largest utility providing these services in Seminole County. Effective partnerships are a key component to successful economic development because it leverages our strength, it leverages public resources, and promotes the growth of smaller businesses which employ most of the people in this county. That's why we collaborate with the Seminole State College Small Business Development Center, the UCF Winter Springs Incubator, and Prospera to help generate more than 300 local business startups last year. 300 local business startups. Through cooperative efforts with the Orlando Economic Partnership, Enterprise Florida, and our county's 7 cities, 7 larger economic development projects were approved in 2017, producing nearly 1,000 new jobs and $25 million in capital investment. And this is on top of the great job growth that we've experienced in the last 6 years. 2017 was also a great year for tourism and our Seminole County hotels. They had a record occupancy rate of nearly 75% on average, and the highest average daily room rate in their history. Since 2008, the average county hotel occupancy rate has increased by more than 20%. The bottom line, Seminole County tourists generated economic impact of nearly $500 million in Seminole County last year. The county has entered into a branding, promotion, and sponsorship partnership with Boomba Sports, the largest online youth sports apparel and equipment seller in the nation. Since opening in May of 2016, the Boomba Sports Complex has hosted more than 100 tournaments and 220,000 visitors, generating $32 million in economic impact to county residents and businesses. It's those kinds of numbers that attracted Boomba to partner with Seminole County. Last year, we celebrated the opening of the redeveloped $7.5 million Boomba Soldiers Creek Park, and its design and construction, like our main sports complex, was funded through the tourist development tax. Now Seminole County can host elite fast-pitch softball tournaments like the Junior College State Softball Championships, which we will host next year. Sports tourism is a relationship business, and we have continuing relationships with our Tourist Development Council, the Central Florida Sports Commission, of course Boomba, tournament organizers, and our local athletic committee, all of which makes Seminole stronger. Our tourism development may be the most unique dynamic contributor both to our economic growth and our quality of life. In addition to generating economic impact, tourist taxes and sales taxes, these facilities provide our local sports teams with the best playing surfaces and venues in the nation. Perhaps our strength is most enhanced by our unique partnership with our business community. Over the years, we have seen our business community rise to the occasion when we call them. In 2006, the Seminole Action Board was born. This group is made up of 26 business leaders, charged with developing an action strategy to reduce homelessness. We turned that problem over to our business community. In its first full year, the strategy set forth by this group helped to house 142 families and 117 individuals. And this is a business group that's doing this. Would the members of our Seminole Action Board in attendance today please stand? Thank you for your contribution. Seminole County Action, great leaders. Thank you for your contribution towards improving the lives of our most vulnerable citizens. Commitment like that always makes us stronger. But you can't be strong unless you are safe. Public safety is our top priority at the county level. That is why almost 60% of our general fund budget is spent on public safety. In part, this is why we have the best sheriff's office in the state. Sheriff Dennis Lima had a great first year in office. Let's hear about it.
We're happy to report to citizens we serve that concentrated enforcement efforts alongside police agency partners helped us achieve a 5.2% reduction in crimes adversely affecting our quality of life, like homicide, robbery, and burglary. In September, deputies assisted citizens after Hurricane Irma, evacuated residents from waterlogged homes, inmate workers filled and passed out sandbags, deputies enforced a curfew, then helped clear debris from our roadways. In collaboration with State Representative Bob Cortez, SCSO was the first agency, alongside Oviedo and Sanford Police Department partners, to send relief teams to Puerto Rico after Hurricane Maria. Thanks to legislative partners at the state level, SCSO fought the opioid crisis on multiple fronts. We charged with homicide under new Florida law, heroin and fentanyl dealers tied to local overdose deaths. 2017 was also our first full year of all deputies carrying Narcan and performing dozens of life-saving interventions. SCSO led the way with the deployment of Siri, one of the first full-time electronics detection canines in Florida, to help gather evidence in computer crime cases. In December, our City-County Investigative Bureau, in conjunction with Immigration and Customs Enforcement and Homeland Security investigations, dismantled an organization trafficking large amounts of illicit drugs locally, importing 25 to 30 kilos of cocaine and a kilo of heroin monthly. In 2018, we look forward to building on that momentum with our mission in mind to enhance the quality of life by reducing crime and the fear of crime throughout Seminole County.
I am Sheriff Dennis Lima, and we are SCSO.
That electronics detection dog, Siri, is really quite amazing. Came over one time and fixed my computer. Thank you, Sheriff Lima. You and your team make Seminole safe and strong. Ensuring the safety of our residents is done in many ways, and our experiences in 2017 provided several unique examples. Last year, Seminole County passed a fertilizer ordinance. Working with the public, the state, and citizen activist groups, and also commercial interests, the county adopted an ordinance to protect our waterways through the management of fertilizer. These common sense regulations have been very well received by our population, and they'll help ensure that we will enjoy the county's lakes and rivers for decades to come. Seminole County was also the first in the state to work with state officials to implement new solid waste collection procedures to mitigate human-to-bear encounters. Through this partnership, the county distributed nearly 900 bear-resistant containers in 2017. As a result of this and the education efforts within the urban bear management area, which is mainly on the west part of our county, human-to-bear encounters have decreased significantly over the last several years. And most importantly, there have been no encounters involving injury for several years. That's because our residents are smart. You give them a way to protect themselves, and they know how to protect themselves. They're also smart about how to fund infrastructure. Our residents have approved the 1 cent infrastructure sales tax 3 times since 1991. Seeing the value of that penny, residents and visitors helped to fund $44 million in projects last year through this penny tax. These are projects that other counties fund largely through their property taxes and their general fund budgets. These projects have included several major paving rehabilitation projects, pipelining projects, and major intersection improvements, to name but a few. The decision made by our residents to support the infrastructure sales tax made Seminole stronger and smarter than other counties in the region. Strong and smart. That's how we got through our biggest challenges last year. As I mentioned before, we experienced the most severe wildfire season in 20 years. A countywide burn ban was in effect for 70 consecutive days, but our firefighters were steadfast and tireless. In March, they responded to an 80-acre brush fire that saved 8 homes from direct threat of fire. Then in April, the 165-acre Live Oak Reserve wildfire resulted in the evacuation of multiple homes and 100 adults from a nearby scout camp. We partnered with other jurisdictions and private sector businesses to fight these fires and provide provisions. Here's the bottom line. As a result of the swift and shared action, not one life and not one home was lost. Absolutely remarkable work. Because we are strong, we use our expertise to help others. In September, 6 members of the Seminole County Fire Department were deployed to Texas to respond to the extensive flooding that was caused by Hurricane Harvey. Chief Mike Johansmeyer led our Urban Search and Rescue Task Force number 4, a team that is specially trained in structural collapse, swift water rescue, wide area search, and hazardous materials in the effort to help Texas. This is how it went. Chief Mike, tell us about it.
2017 brought us many challenges with natural and man-made disasters. Many of these disasters take a tremendous amount of resources and personnel in order to respond effectively. They've been both local, regional, and even out of state, going to the state of Texas for Hurricane Harvey with our Urban Search and Rescue Team, Florida Task Force 4. And Seminole County has always prided themselves on having a collaborative effort with regional and state partners. In our deployment to Hurricane Harvey, we actually go there with a task force that's made up of 3 consortium groups, Seminole County, Orange County, and the City of Orlando. This allows the agencies to not only provide assistance to others in need, but also have enough resources and personnel back home to handle it any other future disasters. And in this year, in 2017, that couldn't have been stated any more than going there for Hurricane Harvey, coming back, and within 24 hours having to deal with a Hurricane Irma. We've seen with some of these large brush fires here locally, where we have so many partnerships with like Division of Forestry, the Seminole County Sheriff's Office. Without these partnerships, we not only would not have many of the resources needed to get the job done, but we also have subject matter expertise and resources that are not readily available or would be too expensive for multiple agencies to provide, such as a helicopter with Bambi bucket operations that the Seminole County Sheriff's Office was able to provide for us, or large dozers like the Division of Forestry. Seminole County always appreciates our local, regional, and state partners. We understand that it gives us the opportunity to always put the citizen first in their time of need.
As Chief Mike pointed out, these first responders spent 2 weeks in Beaumont and Port Arthur, Texas, and they successfully accomplished nearly 900 rescues. Little did they know, however, that it was merely a dress rehearsal for what was about to happen back home. Hurricane Irma made landfall in Seminole County in the early morning hours of Monday, of all dates, September 11. The 400-mile wide storm packed sustained winds of 85 miles per hour. After tracking the storm for 10 days, the Emergency Operations Center enacted full activation status 3 days prior to impact, requiring all county employees with storm assignments to report for duty. At full activation, our Emergency Operations Center houses more than 125 people performing 18 different emergency service functions. In the center, there are representatives of the county, the school board, all the cities, the state and federal agencies, the state college systems, electric and water utility providers, local and state law enforcement, health, human services, business, animal services, area nonprofits, air and public transportation providers, all coordinated through Seminole County's own emergency management department, directed by our own Alan Harris. I got to tell you, it's really something to watch. It's truly amazing. Our Emergency Operations Center was activated for 19 consecutive days. We distributed nearly 340,000 sandbags to residents, and 9 shelters were opened for both residents and evacuees, and we were hosting a lot of people from other counties. And most of those shelters were managed by our regular frontline Seminole County employees who just are pressed into emergency service when we have an emergency like this. Post-hurricane recovery efforts were extensive. Thousands of county residents were flooded, and many are still filing FEMA claims. 474 lift stations went down for our Environmental Services Department. We had them all back up within 3 days. We still have dozens of residents who are temporarily housed in Seminole County hotels, as a matter of fact, including this one. We collected 60 times the debris that we collected for Hurricane Matthew the year before. Collection crews made up of the county staff and regional haulers logged more than 46,000 hours in the 13 weeks following the storm and covered 1,368 miles. We have a large bill into FEMA. As a result of almost 1 million cubic yards of storm debris were collected over 13 weeks, almost double the amount we would collect over a typical 13-week period. And that's just the county. The cities collected just as much. And we processed it all at our landfill. But there's only so much the government can do, even in an emergency. Following Hurricane Irma, dozens of public and private partners supported the emergency management team's response to the unmet needs of the community, which were largely private. And here's what that looked like.
There's a lot of things that government we can't get out there and do, so we rely a lot on volunteer groups, and it's great to see, you know, the large number of volunteers that we've had come forward. We've had hundreds and hundreds.
You go around and start cleaning up this yard trash.
We saw that there was a need. We said we have to mobilize, we have to make a difference. And this is our community, and we want to make a difference in it.
This is the spirit of Seminole County right here. This is the spirit of Seminole County right here. We can repair lift stations, we can go ahead and clear roads, but going out and helping the people and meeting the unmet needs is really what you do.
All things work for good. Even a horrible hurricane, the good of the people come out and show, you know, that it's really about love and caring for others.
Yep. Alan Harris and his team just do a tremendous job, and Alan, want to thank you for all your hard work this year, and like I said last year, Alan is pretty much Superman. I apologize. They put me up to that, Alan. I'm sorry. Let's just hope we don't have to do it again this year. Indeed, the state of your county is strong, and nothing proved it more than what we did in 2017. I hope you won't mind if I take a couple of minutes of personal privilege here. I'm going to be retiring this year, so I wanted to take advantage of this venue and this time to thank some very special people. My colleagues on the County Commission, who are seated right up here. I want to thank you so much for the privilege of being able to work with you, and I want to thank you for working with me. Let me tell you, you are not going to find finer people as county commissioners anywhere in this state. My colleagues are smart, experienced, knowledgeable, and accomplished, and it's just a distinct honor and a real pleasure to work with them. Please stand and be recognized. Thank you so much. Incredibly satisfying experience. One other thank you on a personal note. In July, Joette and I will be celebrating our 40th wedding anniversary. I've been happily married 40 years. Joette's been happily married about 23, 24, somewhere. I'm batting better than 50%. That's not bad. You know, I simply couldn't imagine life without her, and I certainly couldn't imagine doing this job without her. Joette's a retired Seminole County elementary school teacher, so she's the real public servant in the family. And let me tell you, she's all in for Seminole County. She attends about as many meetings as I do. It hasn't always been easy, but Joette has just been an incredible trooper. There's no way I can thank you, Joey, but I think we got something for you here. I want to close with this. Someone asked me the other day if I have any regrets, and I really don't. If it looked a lot of times like I was having fun doing this job, it's because I was. We've had a great run in this county for the last 8 years, and it's because of our county commission and the people of this and all of the public officials, and most importantly, the people of this county. But I am concerned about one thing. There's just too much useless and contrived negativity and division in our country today, and too many in public life who try to exploit it, and that's not good. It doesn't really appeal to the better angels of our nature, and it can make you cynical. It can diminish your trust in yourself, your leaders, and it can diminish your trust in each other. In Seminole County, we have every reason to have confidence in ourselves, confidence in our governing bodies, and confidence in each other. And the coarseness of public discourse does not diminish that. That stuff is just for the cable news station and the goofballs on social media. It's got nothing to do with what we do here in Seminole County. If the last 8 years have proved anything for all of us here in Seminole County, it's that there's no dream too big. We can do what is hard, and we can accomplish what is great if we are kind and respectful of each other, and we work together. 2017 proved that, because that's what makes us strong. Thank you, God bless you, and may God bless this great place where we live.